Good morning. Welcome to my SilverSneakers Flex Chair Yoga class. I'm Olivia. This is North Presbyterian Church in Williamsville, New York. Welcome to class. Okay, let's sit back against the back of the seat. I'm going to keep this open because on the video it looks like I've got this aura of light around me.
It's natural.
All right, now what do I need? I need this. Okay. So against the back of the seat. Stick your legs out in front, little stretch, little wiggle. Yeah, I just love the way that looks. All right, and then just release them back down. Let's take the same thing with the hands, a little circle, a little wiggle. Big shoulder roll, and roll that spine back into the chair. And settle in for a couple of deep breaths. As if it were your job. Breathe deep. Long exhale. You know, when you go to the doctor, and they want to listen to your lungs, take a deep breath in. So that's what I want you to think about doing. And if this is all you need today, then by all means, stay there and just focus on your breath. I could stay here a lot longer than I will right now. It does feel good. Eyes open, soft gaze, and scoot on out to the edge of your seat. The feet underneath us, but you know what? I'm going to take my feet a little bit wider for a little broader base. What am I doing here? All right, little shoulder roll around, lift the heart. Now find the tip of the sit bones. If you have to roll back and roll forward, and then find the very tip and ground through them. Sink them into the ground, into your chair. Navel in towards your spine, the heart lifts. You come into seated mountain pose. Breathing deep. Let's take the knuckles to the back, release the hands down. So lift the heart. And then surround the kneecaps, scoop the belly, and round the upper back. So we're going to dome the upper back there. And again, same thing, press the knuckles back, lift the heart. Hands to the kneecaps, dome that upper body. So you're not rolling forward and back on the sit bones, if you can think about that. Just doming, separating the shoulder blades in the upper back. One more time. And round. All right, from here, lift the elbows, and let's take the shoulders around. Yes. You begin to feel a little crackling, maybe, popping. And then back to front. So pointing the elbows to the front diagonal. One more time. All right, let's take the arms up here, together. Open the right arm, turn to the left, and come back to the front. And then again, open the left arm, turn to the right, and back to the front. Keep going. Right arm, look to the left. Left arm, look to the right. Don't want to be caught with my phone going off. One more time. Yeah, you got to think about it, right? All right, just for that, we're going to add the leg with it, okay? So here we are. I'm going to take my right hand, my left leg, and I'm going to look to my leg. All right? Come right back in. We switch. And look to the leg. Got it? All right, let's see if we can put it together and do it nice and smooth. Inhale. Exhale back in. One more time. breath in, forward fold. Halfway rise, heart moves forward, and circle sweep. Okay, those little men, they climb in there and they heat the furnace up. Oh gosh, it's nice. And here we do. Come right back up. Now, too much on the arms, go ahead and bend your elbows, that's okay. And as you move over to the left side, reach that right arm out. Get a really nice stretch in that side, and then same thing on the other side. One more time. Leave that arm up. And now we're going to turn to the right and let the arms float down. Inhale, they come back up to the center. Exhale the other way. Follow this with your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's lead that right hand forward. Reach the left one. Now what I want you to do is as if you were rowing a boat. You're going to reach forward, tuck the tailbone, and come back. Right. Reach forward. A little tuck in the tailbone and come back. The belly is pulled in then, right? Reach and back. One more time. Reach and back. All right. Feet are wide, and we're going to circle around the hips. So keeping the upper body as straight as you possibly can. You can use the hands on the thighs. As you come back just a little bit, I want you to fire on those abdominal muscles. Belly in. I'm leaning back just a little bit. And one more time. Let's go the other way. Let's take one more time. Spiral right back up to the top. Up comes that right knee, and then out in front. And again, lifting up and out. And out. Lift it up there, and let's hold it up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, and now try to let that leg just become dead weight so you get some strength in that arm there. You can hold it underneath, that's fine, but try to let it be dead weight. And then I'm just going to circle it. Excuse me. Okay. One more time. All right. Pop it down out there and bring it right back in. And then again. Now, head over, heart over, pelvis here. Try not to move anything in the body. So watch this movement, all right? Every time that leg lifts up, you think tall. Two more. Last one. Very nice. Very nice. We'll stretch that out in a minute. Up comes the other leg. And then out. And flex or point, whatever feels good to you and your feet. All right. One more time. I'm going to hold this one up now. And again, just let it become dead weight. Find the tip of the sit bones here. You're really using your arm muscles to do this. And then we're going to circle. Try to hold everything still in the body by pulling that belly in. Two more. And then all the way out. And we pop it right back in. Holding very still. If you need to slide it on the ground, that's okay. But this is what I want you to work on. Head over, heart over, pelvis. Not shrinking away from it. Two more. Very nice. Let's slide one foot out, hands on the back of the chair, lift the heart, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then we'll switch and take the other side, same thing. Heel, toe to the ceiling, hands on the chair, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the heart. Both feet in. That left arm comes over to the right knee and roll that right shoulder around. Turn the gaze towards the right wall, maybe even over the right shoulder, up to you. All right, and then back to the front. I'm going to slide that arm through and then pull out on my knees and in on my hands. Scoop the belly, a little round in the upper body. And then we go the other way. Same thing. Roll that left shoulder back, look to the left wall, maybe over the left shoulder, up to you. Come on back to the front. Both feet underneath you. Deep breath in. Okay, forward fold and halfway rise. All right, we're going to circle sweep and we're going to stand up when we do it, all right? Heart's coming forward. Here we go. Rise up. Okay, we're going to sit back down and swing the arms back. Do it again. Belly in. You use a little bit of momentum here. It's okay. You're getting yourself off the chair. And that's really what we want to be able to do. Hallelujah. One more time. Nice. Lovely. Reach to the ceiling. Take the gaze up. You've got something and you're going to put it in that top shelf. So you're going to reach a little bit higher. And then from here, we're going to forward fold. Soften your knees. Belly in. Halfway rise. That back is nice and flat. Circle sweep all the way up. All right. Lovely. And release back down. Shake out. Good work. Let's get a drink of water. We'll come around the back of the chair. I think my water's here. Good morning. Good morning. You don't need to move that chair forward again. How does one drink with water with a mask on? Do you pull it down or shove it up? Huh? Looks like you pull it down.
It's nice to pull it down.
Okay. Do you need me to sew those up for you?
I have a puppy, and I was just like, someone got into my yoga socks.
I wonder who. All right, step back to downward facing dog. I want to be sure everybody's got room back there to do this. If not, we can certainly move up. And then just tip the pelvis forward, like as if you were going to spill everything in your pelvis out onto the thigh muscles. And then a little tuck in the pelvis. And then tip it forward. Tuck the tailbone underneath. So just going back and forth. Yeah, one way you'll feel a nice stretch in the hamstrings. And the other one you'll feel a nice stretch in the low back. So you know what that feels like. Now I want you to find that neutral pelvis where you're not stretching the hamstrings, you're not stretching the back. It's just in a neutral position. So it should feel good. Soften the knees as much as you need to. Lower the heart towards the ground a bit more. Take a deep breath. And then exhale. Look over the chair. Step into it. Standing mountain pose. All right. So I'm going to bend my knees just a little bit to try to ground through the feet there. Feel all parts of the toes on the ground, outside edge, big toe mound, the instep is lifted, and then go ahead and lengthen the legs. Don't let them lock, but you're going to lengthen the legs. I have a little micro bend in my knees. Lift up through the pelvic floor, belly in, chest lifted, a little tuck in the chin so the crown of the head is reaching to the ceiling. You are in beautiful mountain pose. We need to be walking through this earth just like this, right? Okay, left hand on the chair, arc over. So my hips are going to push a little over to the left to increase this stretch and turn the chin, look down towards the ankle. And then look towards the upper arm, and then we're going to come right back up. Now I'm going to use the chair here if you need it, looking down towards your ankle. That left arm reaches skyward, belly in, turn the gaze towards the arm, and come right back up. Now, if you don't need the chair, let's not use it, but it's always there. Look down, look up, and switch. Resist. Push that down, pull that arm up. Looking down, look up, and push down and pull up. Resist both sides. Nothing moving in the low half. Maybe a little push out to the side. Look up, and come back. And one more time, moving with intention here. Look up, both arms up this time, and let's step back on the right foot. And we're going to put toe ball heel down. Open the arms wide. Knuckles coming back, elbows coming back, and then circle sweep. Reach forward. Pull back. Front knee over the ankle. Back leg is straight. It's going to stay that way, right? And pull back. One more time. Great stretch in the chest. Great work in the back. Reach to the ceiling, set both feet together, and we switch to the other side. If you don't need the chair, don't use it. Back. Reach forward. You load up that front leg, but press into that back heel at the same time. And again. And watch you're not pinching that low back, so keep that tailbone drawing downward towards the earth. And again. One more time. And back. Reach to the ceiling, step both feet, and lower down. All right, back to standing mountain pose. Find it once again. Nice. All right, so we're going to step out on the right side and push. Come right back and balance. You can draw that foot in. You can lift it off the ground, whatever you want. Out, come right back in and see if you can find their balance. Use the chair if you need to until you really find it, all right? And again, things are dropping back there. Everything's or joints crapping. I'm not sure. And back. And one more time, really, really nice. Hands on the chair, send that back belly back. Now, my toes facing the ground. Watch this doesn't happen. See how my hips have turned here? What I want you to do is turn the toe to the ground, soften that knee. We're gonna pulse from the heel. A little squeeze in that glute. Lift and squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach that opposite arm out. A little bit of balance here. You can touch the toe on the ground if you need to. My fingers are reaching far from my heel. And try a little balance. Stand up nice and tall. Deep breath. We go the other way. Push out. Come right back in. And just begin to find your balance. You can drag the foot in. Lift it. Use the chair. And out. The further away you step, the more challenging it becomes. You're going to use the legs to do this. One more time. And come right back in. All right. Hands on the chair. We're going to press that heel back. Again, watch this isn't opening. Both hips facing the chair. So that leg is not going to go very high. And a little pulse. Lifting. Squeeze that glute. In fact, I want you to think about lifting the back of the knee to the ceiling. All right. Not the heel. The back of the knee. So a little pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch that opposite arm out as high as you're comfortable. Fingers stretch from the heel. Breathing. Belly in. And should you find balance, go for it. Both feet together with intention. Deep breath. Sink into both knees. Deep breath. We forward fold. Halfway rise. Heart moves towards the chair. Reaching back. Knuckles to the ground. Nope, I line. Knuckles to the ceiling. Palms to the ground. And then squeeze the shoulder blades inward. And we're just going to stand right back up. Nice and slow. Push through the toes. Deep breath. Downward facing dog. Stepping back. Nice. All right, take your gaze over the chair. Step towards the chair on the left foot. No, towards the right side of the chair on the left foot. We're going to ground through that back heel again. Reaching up. Warrior 1, much like we just did. Now we're a little away from the chair. We're going to do the same thing. Reach forward and pull the elbows back. Reach forward. Well, let's see if we can take the arms up and over. Reach forward and pull the elbows back. This time we're going to reach forward and reach towards the chair. Pull the elbows back. Reach forward. So you should be in front of that chair. In fact, pull it back if you're not and reach towards the chair. So I'm adding a little bit of a twist to it. Deep breath. Reach forward so you get that spine long, and then we're going to twist towards the chair. Again, keep one hand on the chair if you need it. And here we go. Let's hold this right here. So my back heel is very grounded. You can come up as high as you need to. That's just fine. Get very close to the chair. Put that back of the chair right near the leg of the chair. Right near your leg. Okay. Yeah. Get it on back there so it's right near your leg and your hip. And then looking towards the left wall. Breathing deep. Nice twist. All right, we're going to swing this right arm all the way around. Come into Warrior 2 and reach forward to me. Nice. Palm to the ceiling. Let's go back. With this other hand, if you need to reach for that chair, go ahead. It can be right there at your chair. That's all right. Reaching high. And then windmill the arms, come into our extended angle. So resting the wrist, reach to the ceiling. Turn towards the right wall. Reach high. Breath. Now really feel the weight in the legs, right, and the feet. Make them work. With this right hand, I'm going to swing it down in front and reach right back up to the ceiling. It's like you're going to wash that right wall or paint it. Right back up. One more time. Right back up and hold. All right, so this time we're going to swing in. So I'm going to put my left hand on the chair there because I'm going to use it. Drop that right hand to my back hip, swing it around to the front, and I'm gonna lift that back heel, come right into high lunge. So that back heel is now up, all right? A knee has a little bend in it, all right? And should you find balance, release that other hand. Head over heart over pelvis, we'll never find it if we're not, right? All right, release, let's push back. So ground through that back heel and push back. Deep breath in, forward fold, halfway rise, and sweep past right through chair pose this time, all the way up. Okay, step to the left side of the chair with the right leg. And I want you to put your hip, your leg, right by the chair this time. Okay, reaching up. So we're gonna sweep forward and come right back up. And sweep forward. I'm glad that wasn't a person. And right back up. Okay, sweep forward. This time hands to the chair. So you are in front of the chair right there. That's really what I want you to do is we're gonna lift other foot down. No, you were right. I'm sorry. Go back. Go back. But to the chair. That's right. But reach to the chair. Yeah. Here we go. Reach up. Now take your hands to the chair. Get a little twist. Ah, that's what I was trying to get you to do. You're going the other way. I think you were. Reach and add this little twist. I'm not going to stay there just yet. Reaching up. Both hands on the chair if you can. And again, one more time. And now we're going to stay here in this nice twist. All right. So holding onto the chair. You can come up high if that feels better, or hand one on the chair. But what I want you to do is roll that right shoulder back, look to the right wall, breathe deep, load up both feet. Want to find some balance? Come to the fingertips maybe, up to you. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight. And step that back foot back as much as you need to. All right, so left arm is going to windmill around. We're going to come into warrior two. Reaching forward, reaching back. If you need that chair, get it handy for the back hand. All right, it's okay. Reach to the ceiling. Here's our reverse. And what tends to happen to me is I let this left hip come up by my rib cage. So what I want you to do is drop that left hip bone, and you'll notice the tailbone goes right back towards the ground, right? All right, windmill, come into extended angle. Turn the gaze. You can use the chair if you need to. And swing this arm down. It's going to come towards the chair and come right back up. And again, swing down. One more time. And right back up. And this time swing it down, grab the chair. We're going to come into our high lunge. So I'm going to lift my back heel, reaching up. Nice. I've got a touch point right here. I've got my hand right here. Belly in, inner thighs are squeezing together. And maybe you find balance. Voila. Maybe you find your focus with your breath. Nice. All right, let's drop that back foot. Step on back. Deep breath. Forward fold. Halfway rise. All right, heart moves forward, little bend in the knees. My back is flat. So what I want you to do is take that roundedness out of your back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Instead of pointing the tailbone to the ground, let the tailbone draw backward a bit more and sink into what I want you to do is chair pose. Be sure you can still see the toes. Eyes up, heart forward. One arm. And should you find balance and strength, two arms. I'm going to bend my knees and come into powerful pose. I bend my elbows and come into powerful pose. Lifting the heart, belly in. Reach to the ceiling. Now, let's come right back into that powerful pose. Sink into this. Yes. Reaching up. Beautiful. Sink into chair pose, powerful pose. That's it. Perfect. Watch those knees aren't going out, okay? The knees are tracking right in the direction of the toes. Beautiful. I'm tickled. And again, okay, right here. We're going to cross the knuckles. Yes. Lifting the elbows up. Eagle arms here. All right, lift all the way up. And release, forward fold. Halfway rise. And we'll just pass quickly through chair pose all the way up. Deep breath. Come into downward facing dog. Step behind the chair. Lovely. All right, take the gaze over the chair and stepping into the chair, let's grab a drink of water. Okay, from the right side of the chair. We got that powerful pose down, good. And be sure you had that, we're gonna come into that once again. So from here, we're gonna slide into our chair pose, okay? It's not rounded and forward, it's like the back is still straight. So notice the difference, my back is straight here, it's the same, right? I'm not going down, I'm just sinking like I'm gonna sit in the chair. Here we go. Hand on the chair, you're gonna need it. Lift up on that right heel. So one-legged chair pose. Slide that foot out, touch the toe, belly in, bring it right back and put it down. Again, same thing, lift the heel, slide it back, really loading up that leg. Bring it in, heel down. Again, lift the heel, press it back, come right back in. We can do one more? I think so. And come right back in, hands at the heart. Maybe a little deeper and then pop up, deep breath. All right, shake that leg out. Let's go to the other side. So we get that strength in the leg right there. From the balance when we were doing that and now this. So sink into this, sink into both knees. All right, hands at the heart, hand on the chair if you need it. Lift that left heel. You fire on those abdominal muscles right away when that happens. Touch that toe behind. Bring it right back in. Go ahead and use the chair. It's okay. I'm not coming any higher. I'm not going any lower at this point. And again, be sure you feel this heel on the ground in front too. We tend to ride up. I wasn't counting. How many? Maybe one. Okay, 5. This is good.
12.
A little bit deeper. Rise right back up. Shake that leg out. Good deal. Good deal. All right, let's step wide. Toes are turned out. And then sink into this guided pose. Jackie, would you help him? Where is she? Lifting up on one heel and then the other. So kind of stretching through the feet is what I want you to do here. You're going to push the top of the foot towards the side walls when you do this. All right, so lift up one heel, and we're going to pulse down. So we're opening the inner thigh just a little bit. Shoulders, head over heart over pelvis here. Let's watch. Try not to lean forward. And if you are, don't go down quite so far. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold this. Reach over. And then pull down. Elbow to the hip. Again, reach. And pull down. One more time. Reach and pull down. Arms out. Drop that heel. Reach to the ceiling. And we come down to the other side. Okay, lifting up. I'm going to reach 3 times and pull down. Again. One more time. And down. Okay. Right, release. Rise up, drop that heel. Beautiful star pose. Beautiful. Drop your shoulders. I'm going to walk that right foot in until it's right in the middle of the chair. Left hand on the chair. Right toe lifts, or left toe lifts, faces the front of the room. We hold. Breathe in. Toe to the front. So lift from the heel up. Yes. Nice, nice, nice. We're off kilter a little bit, but head over heart over pelvis still. Coming into the center, we're going to come into tree pose. Pressing the foot. You can always come into sapling pose, putting the toe on the ground. That's fine too. And if you find balance, work that. One more breath. All right, we're going to step back out again. Same thing. Oh, walk that left foot towards the middle of your chair. I'm going to use my right hand on the chair and then lift. Flex that foot, turn the toe to the front, and imagine you had a rubber band around the toes, and you were going to stretch it right off in this direction. So as much as you can stretch, do it. You want to keep that foot flexed because if you don't, it'll slide up the back, right? Holding and breathing. Little micro bend in that supporting leg. You should feel everything working here. Into our tree pose. Balance if you find it. You can drop the toe. 1 or 2 branches or none. It's up to you. Or maybe it's just branches. All right. Back to downward facing dog. Stepping back. Splay the fingers out in front. Hollow your belly. Find that neutral pelvis. Tailbone pointing to the back wall. And then you've got this micro bend in the knees. I want you to take it maybe a little bit deeper. Now I'm going to lift my right hand from the chair, maybe a half an inch off. Turn the palm to the ceiling. I mean the thumb. And stretch the fingers forward. I'm using my left hand for balance, for support there. That's fine. But working the back. Stretch the right fingers far from the right sit bone. Breathing. And then release it right down between you and the chair and circle it around. All right, back to the chair. We go to the other side, same thing. Stretch the left fingers forward, turn the thumb to the ceiling, and let the fingers stretch. Again, you got that rubber band on that left sit bone, and the other end of it is on the fingers, and you're stretching it far. Breathe. Work that back. All right, release it down, let it circle around. Hands on your thigh muscles, bend the knees, scoop up, scoop the belly, push off the legs, and stand up nice and tall. Oops, something's going on here. There we go. Deep breath, forward fold. Now reverse swan dive, come right back up. Breathe deep. Exhale, forward fold. Push through the feet. You need hands on the thigh muscles, that's okay. Go ahead and do that. Keeping that back flat, keeping that belly pulled in. One more time. All the way up. Beautiful. Step forward on the right foot, back on the left, and hands at your heart. Okay. Send the fingers forward now. That's so you can use the chair with the left hand if you'd like. We're going to add this nice twist. My legs are straight here. Pull back on that right hip bone. Let the left hip bone go forward. I want you to look to the right wall. Right wall. Yeah, right wall. Yeah? Is that right? I want you to open this up. Wrong hand forward. That's it. You got half the story there.
The legs are wrong.
The legs are wrong. Okay, we're gonna get this right. The problem is you're on the side, so it's so tough, isn't it? Okay, so both hips facing straight ahead. I just want you to get this nice twist. That's what I'm trying to get you to do. Yes, beautiful. You feel that?
Yes.
In the core? Wonderful. Back to the center. Deep breath in. Push back. And step forward on the other side. Hands to the heart. Reach them forward. Feel the shoulder blades separate in the back here when you do this. And now we're going to peel this arm back. Use the chair with your right hand if you need to. Now arms are going to come parallel to the ground. If they can, it's all right. Head over heart over pelvis. Draw back on that left hip bone. Draw forward on the right. We'll increase this twist a little bit. Nice. Breathing deep. All right, both hands back together. Push back. Deep breath in. Forward fold. Let's reverse swan dive back up. So I've sunk into my knees. I'm going to lead with the back of the hands coming all the way up. Hands behind the head. Opening the heart. A little stretch in the back there. All right, release. Shake out. Grab a drink of water. I shall check the time. I think we should sit back down. I've chatted an awful lot. Sometimes I get going. All right. So at the edge of your seat, once again, and lifting up on that right leg, nice and tall. And take it out to the side, all right? So again, we tend to want to pull away and sit back in that fleshy part of your seat. I want you to roll up, sit up nice and tall. Maybe reach for the underside of your leg. Maybe reach for the toe. It's entirely up to you all, but we find what we would call standing big toe pose or seated big toe pose, all right? This works for me though too, right? Yeah, nice job, Sue. All right, we cross this over. Now you know if you've had hip replacement, hip trouble, this is not going to be part of your practice here today. So I'm going to hold on to the outside edge of my foot. The toes are going to draw back towards the knee. I'm going to take a little gentle pressure there. This foot is always underneath the knee, sitting nice and tall. Now, I'm going to take this another level today, so it all depends on your own flexibility. I'm going to hinge at the hip, and that doesn't mean round at the back, so the back is still front. I'm just going to hinge at my hip a little bit. You'll feel that tension come, all right? The foot can be down on the ground, that's just fine. Okay. It's a wonderful stretch for that piriformis muscle. Breathing deep. All right, coming right back up. Cross this leg over now. Now, right leg, right hand goes to the small of the back, right? Or maybe the middle of the back, up to you. Left hand, back of the head or back of the neck. It's entirely up to you. And then we work at creeping the fingers together, but not this, all right? So easy. The idea is to still stay head over heart over pelvis here, but letting the fingers reach. And then pressing the elbows back. This hand in your back will remind you and assist in your upright posture here. Nice, beautiful. Getting a great stretch in through the chest, the shoulders, and the hips. All right, we unfurl, turn to the right. Don't change those feet. There you go. I'm watching you get nice and tall. So getting a really nice twist here. You can use the knee for a little bit of leverage there if you'd like, or the chair, whatever you like to do to get a really nice stretch. Swing on back to the front and go the other way. First we start with our seated big toe, grab behind knee pose. All right, nice and tall. And out to the side it goes. And then we support it. Here, or the toe. Whatever. And you can bend the knee and reach for the toe. That's okay too. It doesn't have to be straight by any means. What needs to be straight is head over heart over pelvis, because you'll never get this if you're like this, right? Yeah, so head over heart over pelvis always. Yeah. Come on now. Doesn't happen on Monday, you said? On day one. Okay, and again, we work into this posture. Supporting it feel better to you? It's okay. Work at getting this foot right underneath the knee, yeah? As opposed to off to the side or underneath you there. And then we'll take this hinge if you want. It's another level. You work where you're comfortable. So think head over heart over pelvis, and then simply take that little hinge at the hip. Doesn't take much. Finding that breath, that exhale that lets you relax. Come on back up. Cross this down. Left leg on the top. Left hand in the bottom. It can be down low. Middle of the back, upper back, and we reach up. Back of the head, back of the neck, back of the upper back. All right, whatever works. And then opening this elbow out to the side. Let this draw the heart forward, and also press the low back forward here as well. That will help in this instead of rolling back to the fleshy part of your seat. Nice and tall. Breathe. Nice deep breath in. On an exhale, release. Let's take this twist. And you take this to your comfort level right now. You're twisting over that leg, looking to the left wall, left side of your imaginary wall. And on the inhale, find that length. On the exhale, hold the twist or deepen it. Come back to the front, but keep that left hand on the chair. I'm going to slide that right wing out And I'm gonna first extend my left foot out. Now, if you need balance and need that right foot on the ground, go ahead and keep it there. If you wanna slide that one out too. Squeezing the shoulder blades inward, lifting the heart. Try not to let the head fall back, but just lift the heart. A nice reverse plank. I'm not sure SilverSneakers would approve of this. Lifting nice and tall. Feels pretty good though, huh? Yeah. All right, both feet on the ground. Take them about share width apart. Scoop the belly. This is where you're gonna roll over this nice big beach ball right here. So round that upper body. Pull that navel in towards your spine as much as you can. Get a nice stretch across the back. Exhale. And then inhale. Keep scooping, and we're gonna roll right back up. All the way up. Sit on back in the chair. Nice. Just like we started, feet out in front, little wiggle in the toes, ankles, fingers, wrists, everything you need here. One last. Feels good in my feet. All right, deep breath. And then from here, roll that spine into the chair. And release the hands back down. You can put your feet down too. Close your eyes. Again, breathing is your job right now. And you're at the doctor's office and they are listening to your heart, so to your lungs. So take those deep breaths. Using the diaphragm as well. Feel the belly move. The corners of your mouth turn up and a little bit of a smile underneath your mask. And one more time. This, my dear, is the greatest challenge of being alive, to witness the injustice of this world and not allow it to consume our light. Bring your hands together at your heart. Thank you for your practice this morning. Remembering a heart at peace shall give life to the whole body. Namaste.
Namaste.
Don't let it consume your light. All right, I will see you again Wednesday. The Wednesday before Thanksgiving, Christmas. I'd love to stay and have a little gathering, all right? We'll make some coffee, I'll bring some cookies, all right? So if you can, if you're comfortable staying with that and eating without a mask on.
Oh my God, no.
Then please plan to stick around and join me. Great.
Oh, that's very nice.
Good. All right.
Can I just say one thing?
Yes.
If you get a chance to go on YouTube, please watch our church service from yesterday. Libby and a young high school girl did the most amazing sacred dance.
Susie Q, thank you.
So check out YouTube, North Church channel.
Thank you. It was a wonderful service. Another thing, and I meant to bring envelopes in, we are doing a Christmas offering every year. And this particular year, we are doing an organization called Sleep in Heavenly Peace. And it's a national organization, and there's a branch here. Is Sharon here today? Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. They make beds for children who do not have beds. Saturday, they distributed 444 beds on one day. Assembled them, mats and everything. It's a national organization. Our Christmas offering this year, and I had envelopes, I'll bring them, I forgot. Part of it is going to Sleep in Heavenly Peace. You can make them with them at Eastern Hills Mall on Saturday morning. You can help them do that. It's amazing.